So, welcome to the Hockey for Heroes Hockey at Home with the Expert series. Today's going to be a slightly different session, slightly change of pace to what you're used to. The session is going to be more around recovery, rehab, relaxation and regeneration. So the stuff you're going to need for it. If you've got a couple of rolled up towels or a couple of pillows or something like that for some of the stretches, it's going to help you just kind of feel a little bit more comfortable in those positions. And then, as always, a hockey stick. This is just going to again just allow you to feel a little bit more comfortable in some of these positions and just allow you then just to kind of relax into them fully. So the way the session's going to run is we're going to do some more kind of like movement type mobility stuff at the beginning. This is going to help kind of loosen up those joints, just get a little bit more blood flow into the muscles and kind of help those joints loosen up a little bit. And then we're going to slow it right the way down into some more static, longer holds, and then finally finishing off with some mindfulness, kind of just real chill out at the end. So we're just going to kind of start off here about 50% and then guide you guys right the way down to kind of like a nice chilled out state. So if you're running around grabbing a hockey stick and some rolled up blankets, go do that now. If you've got everything with you now, just take a couple of seconds to like and share the video. Let's get everyone kind of involved in this morning and kind of allow everyone just to kind of chill out then before you go and enjoy the sun, or if you're lucky enough to have some outdoor space, be enjoying the sun while doing this. So just give yourselves 30 seconds just to kind of like, share, maybe WhatsApp a mate or something like that, tell them to hop on. It's only going to be a little half hour and guarantee that you're going to feel 10 times better after doing this, and just allow you then just to relax into the rest of your Saturday. Cool, so let's get cracking then. So the first movement is just going to be one of the more kind of dynamic movements of today. So we're just going to try and loosen off the hip flexors and the hamstrings. So all I want you to do is just come into this half kneeling position. Again, you can use a hockey stick. Okay, if this is a bit uncomfortable for you, again, pop a bit of weight onto there. All you're going to do is you're just going to sit forwards. There, feel the stretch come through the glutes, hamstrings, and hip flexors, and you're just going to sit back. Okay, hit those hamstrings, sit, and you're just going to slowly just sit forward and back into there. This hamstring one, when you get back into it, you can point that toe up, or you can keep your foot flat. Doesn't really matter. Okay, you're just going to hit slightly different areas. You have that rear posture chain there, which is your hamstrings, calves, etc. all down the back of that leg. Cool. Then what we're going to do then is we're going to change sides. So again, we're going to sit into that hip flexor, and sit back into that hamstring. Now don't worry if one side feels way tighter than the other. You're going to have one side that's going to have a little bit more mobility in the other, especially playing a sport like hockey. A lot of one-sided stuff, like a lot of force is going through one side of the body. So you're bound to have one side feels a little bit tighter. For me, it's definitely this side. You'll notice that we hold some of those positions later on. It's definitely like a restriction for me on this side, but it's going to happen. Playing a sport that's predominantly all on one side. But the best we can do is kind of manage that with stretching, relaxation, okay, and a rehab that's quite often forgotten across all levels. Cool, so we're going to come out onto that, and I'm going to come into one of my favourite stretches or mobility exercises. It's called the 90-90 stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit on the floor, and then you're just going to drop both legs until they hit 90 degrees here and 90 degrees here. What this is going to do is going to really start to open up those hips. You can either be laid back if it's a bit tight, or if you're a little bit more mobile, you can stand over the top of it, and all we're going to do then is just going to switch into 90 degrees the other side. So all we're trying to do there is trying to take that hip joint through its full range of motion that it should have. But again, it quite often gets really restricted, okay, when we're in that kind of ball carrying position. Yeah, bent over, glutes get tight, lower back gets tight. It's not often we allow our hips to go through this full range there. If you feel any restrictions while doing this, okay, just slow it down. Okay, maybe back your body position, body angle off a little bit. Just give those hips just a little bit more room to come back into it, and then see if you can then sit back up when we're back into that kind of a little bit easier 90-90 position. And then just slowly then just try and push those hips around, sit up nice and tall in the middle, and drop back in. Okay, we're just going to do one more on the other side. Again, just trying to stay as nice and tall as you can. You should feel these hips just ease off a little bit more. Just there. Okay, next one then. Okay, we're just going to loosen up our thoracic spine. So this is this upper part of our back here. Again, as I've mentioned in previous ones, this kind of locks up. You're going to pull your low through your lower back. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to lay onto one side, bring one knee up to about 90 degrees, and all you're going to do is you're going to try and open yourself up like a book. I'm trying to keep this core nice and tight. I'm trying to push my knee in as hard as I can to the floor. Okay, so that's going to really force my body to use this upper part of my back rather than allowing it to come through an area that's probably already overworked, that being your lower back. Okay. What we're going to do now is once you've opened up, okay, so once you get into there, we need to start breathing out. So big hard breath out. And then breathe back in. Just come into there. And then breathe out as you open up. So nice soft breath on the way in. Okay, one more. So just nice breath out. Breathe back in on the way in. You should find you should get a little bit more range each time you do that. You're just going to swap sides. Okay, exactly the same on the other side. Straight into that breath work. Just going to breathe out. And come back again. Again, you probably find that one side's a little bit looser than the other. So we're going to do 3 more of those. Okay, so nice and gentle, big breath out. Back into the centre. Same again, still trying to push hard into the ground on that knee. Okay, and then one last one. Open up, big hard breath out. And back into the centre. Awesome. Okay, next one is you're probably going to need your hockey stick. It's just going to allow you to just to chill out a little bit more. So you're going to lay flat on your back, pop the hockey stick around your foot like that. Again, doesn't matter how high or how low. Try and keep that leg as straight as you can. So you might be here. It's absolutely fine if your hamstrings are really tight. Okay, just come to a point where you feel like a bit of a stretch come through there, but you're able to keep your back, okay, so the middle part of your bum flat on the floor. And again, we're just going to do exactly the same through that other leg, okay, so you're just going to breathe out, bring that leg up to meet, making sure you're keeping your toe pointing towards your knee, feeling that come all through the hamstrings, calves. Okay, so we're going to go again, we're just going to do 5 on each leg, so big breath out. Yeah, feel that stretch through the back of the leg. Okay. One more. Nice. Okay, then just going to swap sides. So again, use that hockey stick. And allow you to stay nice and relaxed. Come to a point, feel that stretch. Again, it doesn't matter if it's slightly different from there, like you're not going to be symmetrical. You need to be symmetrical. You'll be exactly the same. So pull that leg up. Feel that stretch. Come back down again. Okay, last two. One last one. Nice. Yeah. And then last exercise is kind of a little bit more of a dynamic start. Okay, we're just going to come into just a nice down dog. Doesn't really matter kind of like how far you can get in this, just making sure you're kind of trying to push as hard as you can in those positions. So just going to come into that press up position. Okay, then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk my feet towards my hands. I'm going to imagine someone's got a bit of string on my waistband on my shorts, and they're trying to pull that bit of string up towards the sky. And then I'm just going to push my hands in hard into the floor, again while trying to have that bit of string pull me up as high towards the sky as I can. I'm trying to drive those heels into the floor. We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. Okay, so you're just going to press hard away into the floor. Trying to drive those heels to the floor, reach that bum all the way up towards the sky. That's it. Awesome. Good stuff. So that should have just increased a little bit more of blood flow into those areas. Okay, so when we come into those static holds, you should find them a little bit easier, or you get a little bit more out of them. And so the first one, okay, is going to be, this is nice and simple straddle. So we're just going to come onto your knees. Yeah, like if this is difficult, or you feel like a little bit too much compression into your knees, grab your rolled up towels or something like that. Okay, and you're just going to sit onto there just to alleviate some of the pressure through those knees. Okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to open up through the quads, through the hip flexors, but the lower back you go, okay, you're going to find a little bit come into your lower back as well, which is fine. So just find a position now that's quite comfortable for you, and each of these static ones is just going to be a 2-minute hold. Okay, so for just 2 minutes, you will walk your hands back if you can. Okay, so just feeling it in those areas. I'm feeling it coming all the way up through that quad there on both sides, into those hip flexors. Yeah, and just trying to relax into that. Find that point that's kind of right on the point of I'm super uncomfortable. Okay, just before you get to that point, okay, you should be able to relax nicely into these movements. And all you're trying to do is then just find some calmness in your head when you're just slightly uncomfortable. Best way to do that, okay, is nice deep breathing. So try and breathe in through this belly. Nice hard exhales on the way out. Okay, it's going to just allow your whole system to fully relax. Okay, so we've just gone just over the minute point now. If that's feeling good for you, maybe you want to kind of increase it a little bit. And see if you can put those forearms down, just get a little bit more out of that stretch. Again, I'm a little bit lower now, feeling this kind of come through my lower back a little bit more, okay, which is fine. But I'm still feeling it. Those hip flexors, those quads, okay, nothing coming through my knees. If you're feeling it in your knees, okay, pad yourself up, okay, and sit on some towels. Or if you need to come out of the stretch earlier, it's absolutely fine too. Okay, exactly the same as with the other workouts. Okay, just go to a point where you can. Okay, it's all for you. Awesome. Okay, so time's up for that. Come out of that nice and slowly. Take your time. It can be a difficult pose to get out of. What we're going to then do then is transition into hands and knees. Walk those knees back. Okay, and then we're just going to come into that hip flexor stretch. And so I'm just going to walk my right leg forwards. I'm going to just sit down into a stretch here. So this is kind of more of a basic position. Okay, so if you are tight, try and stay upright in this position. Okay, you're still going to feel it in the same. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, then maybe you want to bring hands down onto the floor. Okay, again, if you're super flexible, okay, and you want to challenge yourself even more, okay, see if you can get into forearms on the floor. Okay, I'm just going to come into this kind of intermediate position here. Again, don't worry if you've not got hands on, or if this position is hard enough for you, you're feeling it in all those areas, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, just working to kind of what your body will give you, and then throughout the time, like if it starts to give you just a little bit more, okay, then maybe progress on to having your hands on the floor, or maybe even forearms on the floor. Again, nice deep breaths. When I'm in this position, I'm allowing this knee to do whatever feels comfortable. Okay, so that might be it's a little bit closer to my body, and I'm feeling a little bit more into this target here, or I'm allowing that knee to flare out to the side, and I'm feeling a little bit more come through that glute and IT band on this side. Again, it's your body. Just find somewhere that feels comfortable and just feels right for you. You're going to be tight in completely different places to me. So just find those areas where you just want to hang out for a bit, and just let your body soak and just pop into those poses. Okay, we've got 20 seconds left into here, so again, if you're struggling, take 4 real deep breaths, 4 really forceful exhales. Okay, it should probably take you about 20 seconds. Okay, and it'll take you right the way to the end of the time that we're in this pose here for. Again, just going to slowly come out of that pose, back to hands and knees, and then we're just going to swap sides into there. So exactly the same as this one. So if you need to, you're going to start a little bit more upright, lean in some of your weight on this leg, or if you need to, grab your hockey stick, okay, and just rest some of your body weight onto here so you can allow this whole area to relax. As I said last time, okay, for me this side is always way tighter than the other, so I'm just going to regress this down to using this hockey stick just to allow me to just completely relax. We've got just over 1 minute left to go in this. Yeah, while you're taking those deep breaths, just kind of have a little bit of a mental scan throughout your body. Find out if you're holding any tension anywhere. For me, when I'm in this position, I always find that actually I'm squeezing my glute tight here, and actually this is the place where I want to relax. So I'm just going to take some deep breaths into that and focus on allowing this whole area just to relax. And it feels weird to start off with. You know, why would I be tensing there? But if you have that little scan through your body, you actually find that you're probably holding more tension than you think in the positions that you're going into. Again, exactly the same as the other side. If you find your body start to give you a little bit more as we go through this, okay, feel free to progress on to kind of the next level of that pose. Again, 15 seconds. Do that 3 big deep breaths. Allowing your whole nervous system just to relax a little bit more. Then please come out of that pose now. Okay, back to hands and knees. We're going to come into what's called pigeon pose. So what we're going to do, okay, you might need your towels and stuff like that for this. Okay, you might need to just prop up that side that's going to go forward. So I might need to sit onto those towels just to allow me to come over the top of that position there. Again, we're going to spend another 2 minutes in here. Again, it's the same as all the other positions, right? Just find somewhere that feels comfortable for you. Okay, you shouldn't feel any pressure come through that knee. If you do, change the angle of where this foot is. So for me, having my foot nice and close to my body feels way more comfortable, and I'm feeling that coming through my glute and up into my IT band there. Okay, but you're going to be completely different for other people. If you are tight, okay, try bringing your hands up over the top there and using your hands just to take some of your body weight off of falling into that stretch, into that hip there. Again, if you're kind of find this really easy, then you might want to stretch all the way out and pop a little bit more of your body weight into that position there. You've just got about 1 more minute left in this pigeon before we switch sides. Again, nice deep breaths. Nice deep belly breaths. You'll be really surprised at how much that helps. So give it a go now. Let's give kind of like an 8-second inhale. And see if you can exhale for 10 seconds. Nice and gently. And then another 8-second inhale through the nose. And then 10 seconds exhale. Don't worry if you're doing it at a different time. The benefit is going to be focusing on that breathing, not necessarily the timing, okay? What we're going to do now is just gently come out of that, back onto hands and knees. Again, if you need to, use that padding up on that other side. And just going to sit into there, organise that foot, and drop yourself in. That's that pigeon position there. Again, for me, as I said before, this side's much tighter than the other side. So you have to really focus now on just kind of relaxing this whole area. Those nice deep breaths. Okay, and then just finding somewhere that feels good for me. So on this side, I'm a little bit more open and closed off. We don't have the room here in this hip, which is fine. Okay, again, the same as everything that we've done before. We need to work at kind of your own capacity. So if that means you're all the way up here, but you're feeling that stretch, you're getting some benefit out of it, that's fine. Or if that means you're fully extended over the top there, okay? Just kind of find a place that feels good for you. And just as we come into that last minute, if you are struggling with that calmness, again, focus on the breath. Okay, you'll really find that your body will just start to ease off. And give yourself just a little bit more room as these exercises, as this position goes on. Just coming into that last 30 seconds now. See if you just that a little bit further. So deep breath in, exhale fully, and see if you can sit into it. Just a little bit more. Last 10 seconds. Good, again, just nice and easy. Come out of that. Keep your towels out of the way if you've just had them. And nice and easy then. Just going to drop down onto your chest. Okay, you're going to pop one arm out straight to the other side. Use this other arm then just to push across into there. Okay, so I'm using this hand as a lever and I'm keeping this arm straight into there, okay? Just so I'm opening up the front of this chest and shoulder. An area for us as hockey players that it gets tight just from that ball carrying position. Okay, and especially now, a lot of us working from home, just spending a lot more time sat down, huddled over that desk. This is a great stretch just to kind of help open up those shoulders, help everything relax. Okay. You might find that just doing this stretch every morning, as soon as you get out of bed, might alleviate some of that neck pain or something like that you might have. You've been at the desk the whole time. Nice and easy. Unlike the other ones, it should be a really easy position for you to relax into. Using this hand just to apply some pressure and just the weight of this leg, again, just to help open everything out. You should almost be feeling as if you're falling asleep in this pose. You should be that relaxed into it. Just another 30 seconds left. And before we switch sides. Again, nice deep breaths. Just again do that scan through the body. See if you're holding any tension anywhere. If so, breathe into it and a real focused effort of allowing that area to fully relax. And then go ahead and just roll back onto your chest. Okay, and you guys are just going to swap sides. Okay, but I'm going to flip around so you guys can see what I'm doing. So exactly the same. Yeah, just going to extend this arm out and take this leg over the top. Just so I'm sitting in this shoulder through here. Again, trying to feel that stretch come through my pec, through my shoulder. And again, nice deep breaths. Just allowing that body just to completely relax. Again, I'm just using this hand just to guide the amount of pressure that I'm putting through that shoulder. For you guys, just let that head hang. Okay, you might be able to put that head on the floor. It doesn't matter where your head is, as long as you're nice and relaxed. And just allowing your body just to give you that range of motion back through that shoulder. In a nice relaxed kind of way. Okay, last 30 seconds, nice deep breaths. If you can, breathing through your nose. It's just going to allow your body to relax a little bit more and facilitate this belly breathing rather than breathing up through your chest. Okay, last 10 seconds. So you can sit into it just a fraction more. Okay, so nice and easy. What I want you to do now is find a position that feels comfortable. So you might want to just roll over, again, come onto your chest, okay, forward on your hands, okay, or you might want to lay on your back. I'm just going to come up. This is the seated position here for me. Okay, find a position now that you feel nice and comfortable. As I said, you could be lying on your back, you could be lying on your chest, you could be cross-legged. Whatever position allows you to feel comfortable. All I want you to do now is just take big deep breath in through your nose, and big exhale through your mouth. So big deep breath in. You do that one more time, but this time when you exhale out, okay, I just want you to allow your eyes just to nice and softly close. So nice deep breath in. And exhale out. As you're doing that, just really focus on how the air feels coming in and out of your nose. You just draw your focus to the fact that it feels maybe slightly cooler on the way in, and just again slightly warmer on the way out. Just keep on focusing on how that airflow Comes in through the nostrils, down into the back of your throat, and out a slightly lower sensation just kind of brushes through the nose and exhales back into the world. As you're doing that, I just want you to kind of scan through your body. Just allow your body just to feel slightly heavier. So as you're maybe laying on the floor or sat up with me, all we need to do is just kind of feel that body just kind of allowing the floor to take the weight of it. I'm just trying to really relax. In these positions here, there shouldn't be any activity through the muscles. Allowing that floor, in your seat, or whatever position you're in, just to really support your body so you can allow it to relax. And as you do that, just scan through that body. So from the top of your head, just allowing your head to fully relax, get nice and heavy. And as we come down into those shoulders, take a deep inhale through that nose. And as you exhale out, allow those shoulders just to resume their natural position. Sinking down, allowing all that weight just to dissipate from the shoulders. And as you breathe in again, you're going to breathe in to the center of your chest. So right into the middle of your chest. Allowing that to expand as big as you can. And then a nice exhale out. And imagine you're trying to expand that area as big as you can. Exhale. And as we then travel down into your stomach, again, same thing as the chest, allowing it to expand as big as you can, and then a nice quality breath through the nose. Again, allowing your whole body just to get heavy into the floor. Just focus on the breath just for another couple of moments. And from the belly, we need to breathe all of the energy in from around you into your belly. And allow that energy to travel up through the belly, through the chest, into the head. And then again, another big deep breath in through the nose. And a breath out through the mouth. And gently then open up your eyes. Again, allow your body to focus on where you are now. And take a couple of seconds, if you need to, in that position there, just enjoying the fact that you should feel a little bit more relaxed, and just having a slightly better connection with your body, just that little check-in. And all we're going to do today is we're going to spend some more time in that position. Then go for it. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully this session's kind of allowed you to kind of recover, spend a little bit more relaxation time with your family, or if you're by yourself, just kind of allow you to get out of your head a little bit more, calm those thoughts down, and just allow your engine to kind of come back over to idle, rather than kind of revving a little bit too high. Same as usual, guys. Okay, please like and share the video. Let's kind of get this content out to people who may need a session like this, but maybe not know who to turn to. And then we're going to resume kind of normal planning then for next Saturday, and we're going to come back into a workout, and then followed by then some Q&A. if you do have any questions that come up during the week, or you haven't been able to ask them today, please feel free to message me directly. I'm Matt Alexander. Instagram is Matt_AlexanderPT, or you can go through my Facebook, which is Matt Alexander Strength Coach, or you can go through at Hockey for Heroes, message them directly, and we get your questions answered. But yeah, thanks again for joining us, taking that little bit of time to spend on yourself, and we'll see you again next time.